I'll just leave it in. Can't leave this all in there. Hello and welcome back to the CFC Talk podcast. A loss against Porto, but a win overall, 2-1 in aggregate, and we go through into the semi-finals of the Champions League. Amart repping that shirt, of course. Torres' goal in 2012. Hopefully, Chilwell or someone scores in the semi-final again against Real Madrid. It seems like it will be. As of now, as of the time that we're recording this podcast. So, as well as that, we'll be discussing the Man City game, the semi-final, with another competition that we're in, the FA Cup. And if we do win the FA Cup and Champions League, 2012 repeat all over again. Alex, do you have any tweets from CFC Dubois and the thread? Is it growing?
Not yet, but I'll be sure to report on it by our next podcast, and definitely by the time we come in to face one of Liverpool or Real Madrid in the semi-finals. Definitely have a couple more to come along, but until then, I need to find some more.
Yeah. Again, Amart, how you doing? Welcome to the podcast. Porto, a loss, but it's I don't think anyone cares.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody was expecting this game to be a good, like a beautiful game or anything. Like we all knew that we were going there to defend, so they defended their asses off, and then they were able to get the result. Even though Porto scored at the last minute, we were still able to qualify. That's why I'm repping this jersey, because it's a semi-final jersey. So I'm repping it for good luck. This is the second ever Chelsea jersey I've bought. I have a blue one, like the blue one with the red stripes over here, and then this is the second ever one I bought. So yeah.
Hopefully it's good luck for the semi-finals. When is it? Is it the week after? So 2 weeks time, right? The first leg. Yeah. Alex, another game. I want to hear the story.
I'm sorry. I was scrolling through the thread on Twitter of all the coincidences. Oh my god. So in 2011-2012, the league game between the two quarterfinal legs was played away and scored 4 goals. Chelsea just scored 4 goals away to Palace in between their two quarterfinal legs.
Adding up.
Yeah, we've got a couple more. In April 2011-12, in El Clasico, the result was 2-1 to Real Madrid. In 2021, Real Madrid beat Barcelona in the Clasico.
So we've moved on to other teams as well. We're not just looking at Chelsea.
Yeah, it's not just Chelsea, it's just everything. And then in their second league fixture against Tottenham in 2011-12, Manchester United won 3-1. Manchester United last weekend beat Tottenhm 3-1 in their second league fixture against them. So I think we can conclude that it doesn't really matter what the result is tomorrow and what the result of the other game is today, because I've fallen to Mohammed's side in that we're winning the Champions League now.
We're winning the Champions League.
At the start of the season, I think you both said we might win the FA Cup, and I was the one who was confident enough to say we're going to win the Premier League. But it seems like all three of us might be wrong, and we might win the Champions League, which I don't think any of us mind. Tuchel coming in in January, and if he wins us, I was saying this on the live stream as well. If we win the Champions League, the FA Cup, and we've got a chance for another 2 trophies, the Club World Cup as well as the Community Shield, which, unlike Arsenal, we won't celebrate, but we'll still like to have it.
There is our title. Chance for 2 trophies, TU. There we go. That's how we roll. Okay, next. Okay.
If you guys are not aware, Alex is just our internal title decider.
Yeah. I've decided now that I got to think of them whilst we're doing this to make it more interesting. But yeah. Back to
back to the game. I mean, honestly,
I think
there's not much to talk about the game. Sorry to interrupt, but there's not much to talk about.
Sorry. We've regressed 6 months because of going to video.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, there's not much to say about the game other than the job's done. We went there to do the job, and we did the job. I mean, no one. Yes, a win would have been amazing, but again, no one cares. It's a loss. especially a goal in the 94th minute or whatever it was. So yeah, other than that, Jorginho, would he be your standout player performance? Other than, I think I would say Chilwell as well, who was pretty good as well in my opinion.
Yeah, I think him and Kante were very, very good in the middle there. And I don't know, I think I've said this before, that when Kante is in the middle there, anybody who plays next to him just ups their game, because Kante also comes with the like he's also a very good player, world class player. So anybody who plays next to him also wants to play at that level. So I think Jorginho really proved himself today. Him and Kante, they did very, very well today. And I think they will also start against City with the way things are going. Kovacic out against the City game, so probably might also start. So it's good that they've worked well together today. We didn't start very well. The game was a bit out of our hands when we started. Like the Porto players were attacking a lot, and we were on the defensive side. And then I think some of our decisions too in the final third was a bit off, especially from Kante as well. There was some chances where he could have fed Mount, who was like out wide, and he didn't really who was in acres of space. He didn't really feed him and stuff like that. But I think in the defensive aspect, that both of them were very, very good. So I think they helped us win the game. Reece, Chilwell, they were also good as win back. So I mean, they helped us win the game. It was unfortunate that we conceded at the end. The goal was fantastic, so there was nothing anybody could do about it. Mendy couldn't do anything about it. I saw that he was very, very angry. Like Mendy really, really wants that clean sheet, and he was very angry. So yeah, I mean, we still got it done and we still qualified. So yeah, on to the semis.
I will say on the topic of Mendy, when he was kind of holding his hand, it looked like he was injured or something. Kind of felt like this was Kepa redemption. And Kepa was going to come on, but I was probably getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, it did look it didn't look great for him, and I saw Tuchel was doing this. I was thinking, he knows what he's got to do.
Better checks just in the background, like get ready.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I think we had our first shot on target in the 90th minute with the Pulisic one, where he put it straight. It was the one where Ziyech put in an amazing ball with outside of his foot to Pulisic, and Pulisic just put it straight at the keeper. That was our only shot on target in this whole game, and yeah, I want to see. That's pretty much it. I mean, the only thing is, sorry.
No, I was just going to add on and say, yeah, I mean, I agree. Like if we look at this game as it's on its own kind of thing, you kind of say, look, Pulisic had a few chances and we could have scored. We had a few other chances as well from other players that we could have scored and won the game or sealed the game within the first half at least. But if you look at it over two legs, you're like, who cares? We could have missed 100 chances today, but we'll all take a 2-1 aggregate and go into the semi-finals knowing that we're probably favourites from this end to get to the final. Hopefully Eden Hazard doesn't show up at Stamford Bridge as much as we want him to play. He can just have a silent match or be pocketed by, I think, would it be Reece James on the right hand side. So yeah. Other than that, there's go for it.
And I just felt like it was a bit weird that the teams that won today didn't qualify. Bayern Munich won, they didn't qualify. Porto also won, they didn't qualify. So
maybe a win for Liverpool tomorrow and they don't qualify. But honestly, it's an interesting question. I want to ask you guys: Liverpool or Real Madrid? Who would you play right now? I mean, let's copy 2012. Let's copy 2012. It's passionate, yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Alex before the recording that for which team do we think we can beat? And for me, like out of the teams that are in it right now, I just feel like either Liverpool or Dortmund. Like we could beat them. So for me, like I would prefer Liverpool qualify, but at the same time, I don't want to see them progress. Like, I don't want to see them get past the quarterfinals and into the semi-finals because they are very dangerous. You might never know. Liverpool is usually different in the Premier League in the Champions League from way back. So they played really, really differently in the Champions League. So whether they have they are on good form or not, they can really turn up in the Champions League. So if they are beaten tomorrow, it wouldn't be the worst thing. We can still go out and try and shithouse our way through the Real Madrid game and beat them as well.
100%.
Because if the season is mirroring the 2012 season, then we can still continue the shithouse trade we had in the 2012 season and won it. So we can still do.
We might as well employ Jose Mourinho after a 1-0 away win and then just get him to play a 9 at the back and somehow get Werner to play on his own box and then defend for the 90 minutes like he does with Harry Kane.
Well, he might be out of a job soon enough, so...
I love this thing.
Yeah, but yeah. Like, I mean, last remarks on Porto, I would say that, yes, these guys, they're not any European superpower, but at the end of the day, they knocked out Juventus. They made it difficult for Man City when they played them in the group stage. Yes, I think at home, City beat them 3-1, but away they beat them. They drew 0-0, and they did make it difficult for City. So these guys definitely aren't an easy team to play, and to expect us to kind of replicate our Palace performance against this with the same attacking three was definitely not the most realistic thing in the world. So I think we've passed another solid test against a team that it really is designed to frustrate us, and we've passed it. So yeah, we definitely, I think we deserve to be here, and it's not like yes, they are technically an easier team, but they're definitely not an easy team to beat. So I think we should be really proud of our team for getting us over the line, despite the goal of the season winner being scored against us in the 90th minute. But yeah, it's all right.
No, I agree with you. I think any team after this group stages in the Champions League is a team that you take seriously. If they've managed to come through the group stage, and especially in terms of Porto, they played Man City, they played Juventus, so they have technically defeated or at least played against teams of the caliber of Chelsea. And when you come into the quarterfinal, you kind of just expect to play teams at their best, and you just have to be prepared for everything. And we know Porto, if they could shut down Cristiano Ronaldo, who's Christian Pulisic. So, yeah.
Yeah, they were fouling him a lot too as well. I was also wondering why he didn't come off earlier, because I was afraid that he might get injured.
Every time he fell to the ground, I tell you, I had to mute my mic like 10 or 15 times. Because every time he fell down, I just swore. I was like, no, please. We can't see him injured again. Not even for the rest of the 20 minutes of this match or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was getting a bit ridiculous at some times. Like there were some that I felt like he went down too easily, but probably it was a strategy because he wanted to ride out the 0-0 scoreline. But there were times also that you could see that there were serious concerns from the bench as well, from the players around him, because he's a bit fragile. We know he's very fragile. So any kind of, but I think he did well. Like there were many times that the commentator was referring to his actions as brave and stuff like that, because he saw that they would take him down, and he was still driving through the defense. So I think that was very good to see from him, and he's a quality player, so we get that from him. But luckily he didn't get injured, and I was expecting Ziyech and Werner to come on. I was expecting Ziyech to come on sooner. Werner didn't play. I saw Tammy warming up. I don't know whether I don't know whether it was him that I saw or not, but somebody like him was warming up. And then Werner, I didn't see Werner warming up at all. But I thought this was a game where, because of the high line that Atletico Madrid were playing, Porto were playing, I thought maybe this game would be the best for them.
Amart's still in the Atletico game. He still can't believe we're past Porto in the semi-finals.
No, they play very similarly, like in the way they tackle a lot, they do that a lot. So I think probably that's why I see them the same way. But I was expecting them to come on.
Porto act a lot.
more.
Bunch of diving players.
Yeah.
To put in the kind words.
I mean, to be fair, I think, Pulisic, I think there was a stat of he won the most fouls in a Champions League game since Lionel Messi in, I think, 2011, where he got fouled 11 times in this game. And to be fair, you could argue maybe a couple of them he didn't go down, he went down a bit softly, but they were all fouls. I don't remember Pulisic diving for any of them. And the referee was, I mean, credit to the referee. Yes, he didn't hand out as many yellow cards as he should have, but he was consistent in that he applied that to both teams, and he didn't really give us any yellow cards either, even though Porto were still making many, many fouls. So, yeah, it was quite a nice test for Pulisic, actually. It really showed that he can be durable it just kind of shows promising signs that he can maybe get out of this injury rut and that he can be a durable player, because we got kicked the shit out of today. And still survived, still providing for Chelsea, still being a threat until the 90th minute, which was it was quite unfortunate for him to not get the goal in the end, because he was through on goal essentially from a great pass. But it's all right. I think he's still in good form, still improving it every week now, and looking forward to see how he helps us out, particularly in the City game. I mean, in the last game against City for us, he scored. Well, actually, no, the game before the last time we played against City.
I don't think anyone wants to know about the last City game.
But Cho scored in the last game, so it's fine. One of our winners will score, so it's all right. Everything is fine.
No, I was just going to end that Porto discussion in the sense where this Chelsea team just seems like a team where you can kind of tell the results of the match in the first 10, 15 minutes of the game. I think with many teams, they kind of switch on after halftime if they're not playing well in the first half. Alex is looking at me like, you're going to get a lot of hate for this.
West Brom.
That's an exciting. Okay, that's an exciting. I prefer not to speak.
Alex was never seen again.
The Chelsea correspondent has just disappeared.
Yeah.
He's been found by security personnel.
I've been kicked out. Wait, sorry. No. Sorry, I'm like just play acting.
For all
just
of
like
you guys
Porto
watching on audio, for all of you guys listening on audio, jump over to video. You're missing out on Alex's scenic background.
Yeah. All right. But I mean, I think that's kind of the last of. I don't really want to talk about Porto anymore. Do you guys?
Go for it, Alex. Again, could you repeat what you said last? Someone was at the door.
I didn't say anything. I just said, can we move on?
I thought you said I had some tethering issues, but someone was at the door, so I kind of muted myself.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Well, I said I was.
Should move on.
Yeah, I was saying we should move on. I said before that I was acting just like Porto was sometimes.
Okay.
So no, yeah. Anything else for Porto? I don't remember anything. Amazing goal from Porto. It's done and dusted. It's done and dusted. Bicycle kick off his shin. There. That's all that really happened. They had 2 shots on target and one of them was that. So nothing really happened.
Okay. So. Man City. Whew. I think Amaya said this on the live stream, and he said Man City really need a striker to kind of help them next season. And I was like, it's bold of you to say that when they're they're contesting for 4 trophies plus the 2 if they win 2 of those. So 6 trophies this season, and they're the ones lacking strikers, while all 3 of our strikers sit outside in a Champions League quarterfinal, and a back 3 of Christensen, Aspie, and Rudiger play, who were knocked out by Barcelona in 2017.
Yeah. At the end of the day, in the Champions League, defense is what gets you far. And yes, City, they're not the team that does 7-0, 8-0 to every single team anymore, but they're extremely solid defensively, and we only really got 1 goal against them last time after they were already 3-0 up. So it's going to be tough. And I mean, at Wembley, we did that last time we played them at Wembley was 18-19 cup final, and we took it all the way to pens. And I think normally we play pretty well at Wembley. I think unless the team name is Arsenal, I don't think we have lost in 90 minutes against any other team.
Wasn't it last
Of an
season
Arsenal.
we beat? Sorry for interrupting, but wasn't it last season we beat Man United?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Wembley.
Semi-final.
Yeah, so I mean, the City game is going to be very, very tough because they want to win. I don't think any English team has won the quadruple, and they want to be the first to do that. So they are really chasing that. They are really chasing that thing. So I don't know. I feel like they will be going all out on all fronts to win it, but we can always go there and we can always go there and defend our asses off like we usually do. And I just feel like any chance we get, we need to take our chances. That's it, because we know if they get chances, they will bury them. So if we get chances, we don't need to mess around with any chances at all. So whoever starts, whether Werner, Giroud, Tammy, anybody it is, like we need to put our chances there. So we why are you shaking your head?
I'm not ready to put any three of those on the pitch at the moment. I'm fine with Kai Mountain Pulisic.
I mean, but Kai today wasn't really like he wasn't really impressive. He was alright, but like I said in the beginning, the game wasn't really like a game for us to go out and attack and win. So probably it might be different against City as well. But I don't know. I feel like we need speed. We need a lot of speed against City. So if Werner can finally find his scoring boots, then fine. Or he can find his confidence again, we can really use him against City, because we need people who can run in behind their defense. Because if we have their defenders are all fast. All of them are all fast. So if we have slow defenders, we can't really do anything. If we have slow attackers, we can't do anything against them. So we need fast attackers. So if Werner is like his confidence is, but he has missed out in 2 games so far. So I think it's probably logical for him to start in the next game. Or what do you think?
I think. Sorry, Alex, go for it.
Sorry, it's kind of advantageous that City, they don't play until tomorrow, and that they're also away as well. I think to Dortmund.
Let me just have a look.
I think they are.
I'll check.
They are away. They played at home.
Yeah.
They are played at home the first leg.
So they're going away and they have a day less to repair. And they're going to come up against, hopefully, a team of Werner who's not played in a week and a bit. So, yeah, I do think, I agree with Amart that it's really it's all coming together so that team of Werner gets to start in the semi-final. And, yeah, like you say, Amart, the pace, he's going to be fully fit. Well, he should be fully fit, at least, if he's had such a long rest. So, yeah. For me, he's an absolute start, and then Pulisic as well. But you're saying, Mohammad?
For me, I was just saying, like, I would give Werner the start, and as you guys made a great point with the pace that Werner has, it's going to really help us out. But it's just that he lacks a lot of confidence right now. He lacks a lot of he lacks finishing at the moment. So it's just, for me, I would give Werner the start, but if I'm Tuchel, I kind of have to assess him in the 30th minute, in the 40th minute, and go, look, if it's not working out, I need to switch it out really quickly. We can't really afford to go into extra time and wait for penalties and kind of just play it out as well. It's just going to take a toll on the players, I guess. I don't think we've got a game right after. I think we've got a few days until the next game, which is a good kind of break that we can have. No, actually, no. We've only got 2 days.
It's just 3 days, yes. It's just the normal play Saturday, then play Tuesday again. But it's Brighton the one after, so I think we should still be able to put a strong squad against that. But everything, I think, right now, we've got ample rest time, and we absolutely tiredness shouldn't be an issue going into it, I think. But I just feel
like if Werner isn't finishing those chances that he gets, hopefully in the first 45 minutes, and Tuchel kind of needs to go and reassess it and be like, look, I'm going to switch it around. Which I might go back to saying this is something that I guess would be something that we did under Frank Lampard when Reece James and Chilwell were basically crossing it in, and I think this is something that Giroud could be useful for. If Werner doesn't end up playing really well, I guess we could use a bit of Giroud and cross the ball in and hope that we can score it in. But again, I wouldn't mind Werner starting as well.
Yeah, but if the thing is, if the crosses do make it into the penalty box, because that's what the crosses we attempt a lot, but sometimes they are blocked before it even gets in, or probably the defender is crowded out, the striker is crowded out by defenders, and then he can't really get the ball because Giroud hasn't really scored that many headers this season. Even though we've been crossing a lot, he hasn't really scored many headers. I don't even think Tammy has even scored any headers this season. But so our crosses have been good. Our crosses have been very accurate, but just that we don't finish our chances. So that is my main issue. I think our defense will be solid enough, even though there's always this guy performs against us. Kevin De Bruyne always performs against us. So if you're able to stop him, you're able to eliminate him from the game. Probably we can do something better up front because I'm very much confident in the defense and the goalkeeper. But the issue now, like if Jorginho and Kanté starts in the middle, that's fine. But the issue now lies with the attack. Are they going to deliver? Are they going to score the goals? Because you can defend, but if you don't score the goals, then you don't really qualify. And that's the thing. And I don't really trust us with penalties because Mendy's track record with penalties isn't the best. So I want us to kill the game before we even get penalties.
I was going to bring this in. I was going to say it would be a good battle to see between Mendy and Ederson. Two good goalkeepers.
I think Ederson is way better at penalties than Mendy.
Oh, I was just talking about in general. Okay. Yeah. I think Chelsea and Chelsea in penalties don't go too well. Carabao Cup against Man City, and then this time again against Tottenham. 2008 United Champions League final. That's the exception. That's the exception. I can't remember if we've
Spurs 2 years ago in the League Cup before. Yeah, you're right. It's not our fault.
I think the last time we won a penalty shootout was with Kepa's miraculous performances in the Europa League. That was 2 seasons ago. No, was it 2 seasons or 3 seasons ago?
I think so. I think you're right. That's the last one.
Yeah. That was the last one we've ever won. So
it's not like you can even blame Kepa for it. I mean, it's usually the players who mess up a penalty.
Exactly.
You can't blame Kepa for it.
And even with the Mendy one, this season's only with the Mendy one. Mendy didn't save any penalties, all right, but we also scored all our penalties, and then unfortunately Mount missed the last one. So and Tottenham qualified. So I mean, we are good at scoring them, but probably saving them is the issue. We need to save them.
Who even cares about the Carabao Cup? We're fighting for Champions League.
It's the FA Cup.
And the FA Cup.
The one tomorrow, and then it comes this is the FA Cup. You're right. Yeah. Like in terms of going back to the whole crossing thing, I don't really see. I imagine City will have most of the possession, so I really doubt us will actually have the chances to. We won't be kind of all around them and trying to put a cross in. I think it'll be much more. I mean, maybe if there are some crosses, it'll be like the Cho goal against City earlier in the season where Havertz put in a delightful low ball to him. But I see us mostly counter-attacking in this game, and hence why Werner, hence why I think I would start Pulisic as well, because, just more pace, and he's proven to have performed against City before, and he's in a good moment right now with form. And then the other one has probably got to be Mount, I guess, because Mount hasn't been played anywhere else, and I think you just can't drop him. Plays good all the time. So, that's for the front three. That would be mine. Pulisic, Werner, Mount. But just for the speed, I think that's what we need, as much of it as possible in this game.
Yeah, exactly. We need fast players. We need very, very fast players because we need to be able to beat those, like their defensive line. How high it is, how low it is. We need to beat that defensive line. And like I said earlier, all their defenders are fast. All their defenders are pacey. So if we have slow attackers, we really can't beat them. We really can't do anything about it. So we need fast attackers.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with you guys. I think I'll let Werner start, and then we need the pace. If we can get in behind City, and as Amart said at the start of this, Man City aren't going to give us a lot of chances. So if we get those 1 or 2 chances, we need to get them in the back of the net and kind of just sit it out. It'll be, I think, one of those this Porto game or the second leg Atletico game where we score a goal and then we just sit back and we kind of just do our own thing and wait for the referee to blow the whistle. And then talking about the referee, Mike Dean. Whew. Chelsea, Mike Dean, semi-final.
It's all right. We never really have any issues when it comes to refereeing when we play Man City. It's fine. The bias level is about the same. Normally when we lose to City, it's because of footballing reasons, unlike other clubs. So exactly. Or Man United, or
Man United.
The manager who doesn't give food to his to his child if he doesn't get up. Unless if you haven't seen that quote, check it out.
It's such a bizarre thing to be arguing about these managers.
Yeah, they're not arguing about being a good father now. Yeah,
it's Jose Mourinho. What do you expect? The guy would fight for anything.
There was some really weird. Going a bit off topics, but there were some rumors of Sarri going to Tottenham. I think it's probably.
I think what I grabbed from that was a lot of people were saying, "Please take Jorginho," and I was like, "What? How are fans still saying that after a performance like tonight, and then plus what he's done under Tuchel?"
Yeah.
What would you take for players like Alonso? Maybe not Alonso right now, but I would say Jorginho, Kovacic to kind of go, "Hello, we're part of this team. We've literally just kind of strung together 15 wins in the last 16, 17 games," and you're saying that we need to be sold to the rival, not even like outside of England, but like to a rival team. I mean, yes, we did that with Willian and Luis, but they deserved it.
I mean, with Georgie, for me, it's a 50-50 for me. Like, he's a very good player. He does well for us, but I wouldn't really mind. I know a lot of people are going to split me for this, but I wouldn't mind if he stays. I wouldn't mind if he leaves. If he stays, advantage for us. If he leaves too, advantage for the team. I don't know. I don't think we'll miss him that much. But his performance today was very, very good, and his performances under Tuchel too has really improved. So yeah, I think that the main issue was that because he's Sarri's son, like. As everybody says, so when he goes to see the Spurs, he's going to pull Jorginho there with him. But I think Jorginho really wants to prove himself at Chelsea. He really wants to play for the badge. So if I doubt that Sarri can really pull him away from Chelsea, because I think he's settled at Chelsea. He doesn't want to leave. So I think he's behaving like how Willian was when Willian joined. Like he was comfortable at Chelsea, didn't want to go anywhere until he couldn't get his contract and he went to Arsenal. So yeah,
I think Jorginho is one of those players who's very underrated at Chelsea. And we don't realize the importance of Jorginho until he's missing from the team. And same goes for Kovacic. I think today in the Oporto game as well, we kind of realized how important Kovacic is in the system as well. No doubt Kante and Jorginho both did an incredible job, but Kovacic with the ball control and the way he moves the ball forward is just incredible at the moment at Chelsea. I mean, I'm sure there are midfielders who can do it better, but as of what Chelsea have right now, he's the best option, and it's not wise to sell up your best option, even if that means trying to get Declan Rice, I think, which is probably the number one target Chelsea have at the moment.
Is he still the number one target with Lampard?
I think it's one of them. I think it's either Declan Rice, especially with Kante getting injured so often. And us running out of time, it's probably their number one target.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean today I think we really need to be working towards like having 4 midfielders that Tuchel is comfortable with picking in a Champions League quarter, semi, or final. But like, I mean, I was crying out for subs. I was crying out for substitutions, but we didn't really have any like to take off maybe Kante or. But yeah, we just really couldn't. There was no one on the bench. We had no midfielders, just 2 left backs, 3 strikers, a right wing back or a right winger, and Kepa. So yeah, just we need that. I think we do need another midfielder, even if say perhaps I would loan out Gilmore because he needs to get experience and he's just not gonna right now. But yeah, that was another thing. But the guys, Jorginho is proving. I mean, that was a fantastic game from him today. It was one of the highlights. It was like I think he put in 8 tackles or so, most of any player. But yeah great performance from him. And Kante too.
On that note, guys, I'm going to start the preview right now. The Zoom call says less than a minute remaining, so hopefully I can do this intro before this meeting ends. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed listening or watching the episode. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, rating, and check out our social media pages for all of the content related to Chelsea, as well as our website, which will be linked below, and read all of our articles. The writers team are doing an incredible job, and if you can support them by reading their articles and giving feedback, that would mean a lot as well. With a few announcements coming hopefully in the next few months, and as we head into transfer window, we'll be doing more of these shows and the shorter ones as well. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.